This week's Rehab Roundup starts with a not great update. Hugo, which we introduced, we got last weekend, I think, or 2 weekends ago at auction. I think he was in last week's as a new horse. We did get him into the vet. We found a couple of things out. He does have a lot of ticks, which we were kind of hopeful for a little bit that it would be a tick-borne disease. Sorry, Coco's tried to come steal his grain. But unfortunately, once we did x-rays of his hind legs, he has significant bone changes. The bones are not where they're supposed to be. He had to have had some sort of pretty significant injury at some point, and while he's pretty well compensated and the high dose of pain meds we have him on is making him happier, it's not something that can be fixed, nor is it a condition that is fair to ask him to live with. So he is scheduled, unfortunately, for euthanasia next Monday, and we are just loving him as much as we can, killing off all the ticks to try to give him some relief from that, brushing him regularly, and just maintaining until we can go there. Now, we could have euthanized at the vet that day, and we considered it, but we have a couple of other horses that we've been kind of holding our breath on that they'll be okay through winter, and they're not doing okay. So we will be taking in at least 3 horses, potentially 4, on that day. So we had to make arrangements for all of that, and for just the arrangements that need to be made when you lose a horse. So unfortunately, this boy, though we absolutely made the right call in saving him at auction, when there's a couple hundred horses and we can only save 2 or 1, depending on donations, then we always go for the horse that's suffering the most and that's going to suffer if continuing on any long trailer ride, whether it be to another auction or all the way to Mexico for slaughter. We try to help the one that's going to suffer so that they don't have to suffer. So that is what we did with him. We vetted him. If there was anything we could fix, he absolutely would. He's young. He's under 10 years old. He's extremely sweet. We really wish this was not the outcome for him, but unfortunately it is. Also from auction, but for a showcase prospect, is Coco here. Coco is simply in rehab right now for weight gain. He came in thin. He does have very large wolf teeth that cause pain, and he probably could use a good dental, so he will go to the vet with Hugo, get that done. Don't expect him to really be considered rehab. He just needs to gain some weight. This week, Jazz had a recheck with her vet. Her eye is healing slowly from the inside. We are struggling with the catheter freezing in the cold weather, so we have to keep trying to figure out how to clean that out. A little bit of warm water might work. I do wish we had a heated barn for her, but we got what we got. Someday we'll have a heated medical area, right? But for now, she's doing fine. It's slowly healing. We were allowed to stop doing overnight meds, and now we're only doing every 2 hours throughout the day. Rehab roundup for Lily this week. Lily is pregnant and has cancer of the eye. We are working to get her surgery scheduled and fundraising very strongly for that. So if you can help with the costs for her surgery, Venmo at Gentle Spirit Horses, or go to gentlespirithorses.org/donate and help her out. We expect it to be about $3,000, and we're hoping that baby holds off for a while because it's cold. So Big D is on rehab for on and off lameness on his front. The reason I'm doing this angle is so you can see it's not bugging him too much. He's got a tiny limp, and that's about it. We are going to try some pads and shoes this next one just to help his feet heal. We x-rayed him, and he's doing great. He doesn't want to be filmed because he wants this new bale of hay that we are just put in and have not taken the net off. He is also on rehab. I did have him on hospice. In fact, I have him scheduled because we just can't seem to get him sound. And even with a lot of pain meds, when it gets bitter cold, he's in a lot of pain. But there are a few things. We've never been able to get shoes on him, so we ordered him a set of cloud boots, and he's on normal dose of pain meds, and like when it warms up, he's doing better. So I think we're just going to continue to give him a little time, see what it is, but he's kind of just a iffiness right now. He comes out, these two play hard, they rear, they run, so it can't be too bad. It's just when it's super cold, he really struggles.